So here's Harley. We're gonna sit here in the shade for a second. It's kind of shaded, like the way I come is kind of shaded on the way. Uh, but she comes out because I gotta lock her up now because the wife freaks out. She said she freaks out on my wife. My wife said she freaks out on her. Whatever, dude. You know how sentences are supposed to go. You know what I mean. Uh, what was I gonna say before I got all into that weird? Oh, I was gonna kind of free walk first, let her sniff around and all that kind of stuff. The problem is with doing stressful stuff with her, you can't do much, right? So if I let her walk around and sniff around, they say that that's really good for them to calm down, right? So you put them in stressful situations doing the stressful stuff, and then you let them walk around and sniff and chill out. Now I don't know how true that is because Harley also has a time limit, right? So I feel like that if I use the start of her time on something that possibly could help her calm down, then as opposed to using that time that could possibly help her calm down afterwards, it's going to make for a better walk, right? So we're going to crawl on this stuff about 5 minutes. Then we're going to go free walk to the back. By free walk, she's going to have a line on. You don't want no water first? You didn't drink no water before we left. You want some water? She said, fuck that shit. Get that shit. Get that shit out of my face. Is just being here stressful enough? You don't ever want to do this again? Don't worry, girl. I think this is the last Saturday I got you. Why are you trying to run off? uh, and we didn't get around to doing a whole lot of stuff with her like I thought we could. Because you always think you can do more, right? So let's just do a little walk around first. It's been busy up here with people with their dogs today. I usually come through here and let's go the soft way first. The softest, less scariest. I guess the less scariest would have been through that other one over there, right? See how she does here. A little bit of a run out. So she might do that forever, right? She kind of runs through doorways and tight windows, uh, tight spaces. And she like pulls away. I wonder if me letting her pull away like that has been good or bad. Good girl. You gonna take food today? Here. She said, "Get your hand out of my face," is what she said. I want that shit. All right. So she's trying to run down, so I'm gonna stop and pause, make her wait. She's still leaning forward, so I'm gonna wait for her body to chill out. At least a little bit. With her again, like when you're going through this stuff, I don't think her tail ever will come out when she gets into that weird spot. Then you get into, like with her, sometimes she just freezes, right? So I think I sat there a little too long. I was trying to wait on her body. So what she does is like see how well, this isn't that bad. She's leaning a little forward. Up there, she was leaning way more forward, probably because we're on this stuff, so it's more stressful. So ideally what she would do, that's a good girl. Ideally what she would do is her front, see her front is kind of like this. Ideally she'd kind of back straighten up. It seems like with her though, the longer that I wait, she's not going to move. And it could be me being impatient. But I found like 5 to 6 seconds, if I start going, she's usually better, right? Sometimes not. Sometimes I have to stop again. But I'm trying to figure out and ride that wave of, is she free? Is she Still scared pulling off. See, like that one, she almost didn't run through at all. She's kind of pulling out though. That one, I don't know if you can see on there, is it's kind of the wide thing. I also wonder if I would have just done like the first 2 weeks instead of, I had this thing about the first 2 weeks, first week to 2 weeks, it has to be me, me and the dog, right? So I wonder if I would have done 2 weeks with the dogs, because she gets her confidence from the dogs, right? We already know that. So sometimes putting them through a bunch of little minor stresses like this, it builds up for those major stresses. So here, she's getting a little fast. She can slow down. That's a good girl. So see there, I didn't have to wait that long. The first time was a little bit longer. I might have waited too long. All right, so here she's gonna do it again. Because it's the, what's it called? Pinch point. All right, she wants to run through the pinch points. Let's go. Did we go in that one already? Let's go. There's no way out of this one. Crap! I got us into a pickle, girl. Right. So there she runs through. I let her go where she wants, and then I just come through and kind of ignore it. Right. So see how she's pulling off. I often wonder if I should be waiting till she stops pulling off. That's when I'm trying to weigh. Should I wait till she stops pulling off because that means she now feels a little more comfortable, or do I need to use her motion because she does really good getting through things if we're moving. Well, I shouldn't say really good. She seems to do better. And again, that could be me because I have a hard time standing still. Sometimes I think 5 seconds is 5 minutes. So we're gonna walk this way. So now I'm gonna put her next to the jungle gym. I'm gonna make her jump over this thing right here. Good girl. It's just a little kind of stick-like thing that comes out. Interestingly, she does really good next to the jungle gym. Maybe because I'm making her not be able to get away from it. All right. Oh, there she goes. Speeds off. All right. So here we'll wait. We can wait for a look. I think she's good about 7 seconds. Ideally, it would be a look, right? There's a lot of noise. Dogs barking over there. Kids over there. Ideally, we get a look back with all this every time they go through things, but sometimes you're just not. Take what you can get, right? I think it's like everything is. It's the energy with which you do things, right? We're making her do stuff that she doesn't want to do, but we're just being cool about it. Come up here and do a 360. See how she does coming down this time. All right, a little bit better. She's starting to get past. She hit the least pressure. She slowed down on her own. Let's see what she does here. Very nice. Let's offer her some food. No, I'll take it. I'll eat them. All right. So let's see. When I walk next to the stuff where she's closer to it, when I'm in between it, she does pretty good, right? And then watch this. I think this is in the picture. I'm gonna go check. Now she's on the outside of it. Even though I'm by the scary thing, she stays far away, right? So pretty typically, if you're in between the dog and the scary thing, they're a little better. Oddly with her, she likes to be closer to the scary thing. Now she might bolt off once you get like by a little barrier thing. Let's see if that was even in there. It looks like it was. Let me do that one more time, and we'll put this a little closer, and then we'll call it a day because we're at 10 minutes. So So we're kind of at our time limit. So I can't tell, the sun's in my eyes, so I can't tell. So first we're gonna do with her on the outside, right? So typically this is how you want to approach scary things that they're scared of. But see how she slows down? Whoops, now she's doing really good. Maybe it's because it's nothing, right? See, look, run off. But what she's been doing, like on the backside, you haven't been able to see, but I'll say that she's pulling out, right? So on the backside, even though it's this stuff and I'm in between it, she's like, get me the hell away from that thing. Now let's see what she does here. See, so now she's closer to the other thing. She's not even looking at it. She's not even freaked out by it. She's kind of going slow, right? So that's very good, right? If she was taking food, that's where I would offer her food because she came through at a really good pace. So let's see if we do this. Let me see. I'm going to put this and let's see if you can see. Now, if she was really freaking out about the thing, I would go into that pressure and let her have more space. But it's not like she's super freaking out. She's kind of pulling away. So I just make her deal with it. Where's it? Make her deal with it, right? So first, let's do how I've been doing it. Right there, she's already trying to pull out. There was a car that just drove by. So what I've been doing is coming through here. I should have went through that one. Let's go to the less scary one. Right. So we go through here, and then we come out, right? So now she's already pulling out that way, right? So even though I'm between the scary thing, she's trying to get the hell away, right? That's usually, they would be more likely to be with you right there. Now let's see what happens when I turn around and go that way. See, now that we're past it, she comes closer, right? It's a good girl. So now we're gonna go with her next to the thing. All right, we're gonna jump over this little thing. And look, she's right next to it. Look how much better she's doing. All right, good girl. And that's where, again, that's where I would offer food if she was taking it. Let's go over here and so that's interesting, right? Is that interesting to you? That's interesting to me. So even without going through it, look, she wants to pull out. So maybe I'm supposed to be stopping and waiting this whole time. Then we get into the whole, if you go more than 5 or 7 seconds, is she just frozen? I mean, her tail's not under right now. You see that? That's weird, right? See how she's pulling away? And then I put her right next to the big scary thing. Come on, girl. Put her right next to the big scary thing. She doesn't care. It's kind of weird. Good job. There's a little look right there. All right, we're going to call it a day because we're at 13 minutes. That might be a little bit long. I mean, we've done 20, 25 minutes, but taking breaks. I don't know, whatever.